Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a really interesting medium-level problem called concatenation of consecutive binary numbers. We are going to break it down step by step, so don't worry if bit manipulation usually looks confusing. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's take a look at what we are trying to do here. We are given a single number, let's call it n. We need to count from 1 all the way up to n. For every number we count, we imagine its binary form, basically just its ones and zeros. We want to glue all those binary strings together into one massive string. Then, we need to figure out what decimal number that giant string represents. Because this final number can be absurdly huge, we have to return it modulo 1,000,000,007. So breaking this down conceptually, we are building a giant string of bits. The problem is, string manipulation is slow in programming, especially when the string can end up being hundreds of thousands of characters long. If we literally build a string, and then try to convert it to an integer at the very end, we are going to run out of memory or time. We need a more mathematical approach. Instead of thinking about gluing text, let's think about making room for the new bits. If our current total is a 1, and we want to attach a 2, which is 1 0 in binary, we essentially need to slide our current total to the left to make empty spaces. We slide it left by the exact number of bits in the new number, so one sliding left 2 spots makes room for the new digits. Then, we just add our new number into that empty space. This is much faster than string operations. Let's walk through an example to see this shifting in action. Let's say our input is 3. We start with 1. Our running total is just 1. Next we move to 2. 2 takes up 2 bits. So we shift our total of 1 to the left by 2 spots, turning it into 4, and add our 2. Our running total is now 6. Next we move to 3. 3 also takes up 2 bits. So we take our total of 6, shift it left by 2 spots to make room, which makes it 24, and then we add 3. Our final total is 27. A critical thing to keep in mind is the modulo requirement. Because we might count all the way up to 100,000, our final number is going to be incredibly huge. If we wait until the very end to apply the modulo, standard languages will overflow, or in Python, it will just take way too much time to process massive integers. The trick is to apply the modulo at every single step of our loop. This keeps our running total small and fast, while perfectly preserving the mathematical result. Just a quick heads up, we will be walking through the solution using Python first because it's super readable. But don't worry if that's not your main language. I will be showing the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. If you just want to grab the code right now, you can find it on my website, leetcodeunlocked.com. The link is in the description. Okay, so we know the plan. Loop through the numbers, shift our answer left, add the current number, and take the modulo. But how do we quickly know how many bits to shift? Computing the length of a number over and over takes time. The real trick here is realizing that the number of bits only goes up when we hit a power of 2. For example, 2, 4, 8, and 16. If we can cheaply check if our current number is a power of 2, we can just bump up our length counter by 1. Here is the full Python code for this approach. It's surprisingly short, right? We set up our modulo constant, our answer variable, and our length tracker. Then we start our loop. Inside the loop, we have a tiny bit of logic to update the length, and then our core mathematical formula to update the answer. Let's break down those 2 lines inside the loop, because that's where the magic happens. Let's look at this specific line. This is a classic bitwise trick that is great to memorize. If you take a number, and you do a bitwise AND operation with that number minus 1, if the result is exactly 0, it means your original number was a power of 2. Think about the number 8. In binary, it's a 1 followed by 3 zeros. 7 is a 0 followed by 3 ones. If you compare them bit by bit using AND, none of the ones overlap, so you get 0. Whenever this is true, we simply add 1 to our length variable. Now for the core formula. We take our running answer and shift it to the left by our current length variable. This creates a block of empty zeros at the end. Then, we use the bitwise OR operator with our current number I. Because we are dropping our new number into a space full of zeros, using OR here does exactly the same thing as addition, but it's computationally a tiny bit faster. Finally, we wrap all of that in parentheses and take the modulo so our answer stays manageable. If you want to test this code out yourself without retyping it, you can go to the leetcodeunlocked.com link in the description. There you can easily copy and paste the code that is shown and explained in this video. Now, getting back to the explanation. Code can be hard to visualize just by looking at it, so let's run our simple example of 3 through it line by line. We start with everything at 0. On our first loop, the number 1 is a power of 2, so our length becomes 1. We shift 0 by 1, add 1, and our answer is 1. Next loop, the number 2 is a power of 2, so our length bumps up to 2. We shift our answer of 1 to the left by 2 spots, becoming 4, and add 2, making our answer 6. On the last loop, 3 is not a power of 2, so length stays at 2. We shift 6 left by 2 spots, making it 24, add 3, and we end up with 27. We'll look at the time complexity in just a second, but first I want to quickly say why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I actually built this system for myself so I could generate clear instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself learn. It helps me study faster, and I upload them here in case they help you too. I don't put ads in these videos and I don't take any sponsorships. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about performance. The time complexity is order n, where n is our input number. We just have a single loop counting from 1 up to n. All the operations inside the loop, like checking the bits and shifting, happen instantly in constant time. The space complexity is order 1. We are just keeping track of a couple of numbers, like our total and our length variable. We never actually build that giant string in memory, which is exactly why this solution is so efficient. Alright, that covers the Python solution. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, you can just go to leetcodeunlocked.com via the link in the description to copy and paste the exact code directly. Here is the full solution in Java. Notice we use a long for the answer variable to prevent integer overflow before the modulo happens. Next up, here is the C++ version. Very similar structure to Java, again making sure to use a long type for our running total. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. We have to use big int here. Standard JavaScript numbers lose precision with large bitwise operations, so big int ensures our math stays perfectly accurate before we return it as a regular number. So let's wrap it up. We learned that we should avoid actually building giant strings when math can do the trick. We saw how crucial it is to apply our modulo logic inside the loop to keep our numbers from blowing up. And finally, we picked up a really cool bitwise trick to quickly check for powers of 2. Before we finish up, I want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a mission to eventually post a solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. If you want to study problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check it out. If you want to help support that goal of covering every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily Leetcode problem as soon as it comes out, so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.